maybe we got to do what we got to do to build that up. Because like I said, if you ain't even got the faith to believe that you can do this, not even that you can do this, but that you will do this, it's going to be a non-starter. What's going on, world? And welcome back to the Pursuit of the Good Life podcast, your favorite podcast that helps you grow up personally and professionally. I'm your host with the most, your favorite coach, the Kameron Lovelace, helping you create your version of the good life every single Thursday. What's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing on the last Thursday of August? Can you believe that we are already dang near 3/4 of the way through the year? Almost. Next September will mark, the start of the fourth quarter, end of the third quarter. What's been going on with y'all? Reflecting how y'all been doing this year? How y'all been doing this month? I know, like I said on previous podcasts, we got kids getting back in school. Like, it just seemed like the sun's here it came out to play this month. I don't know about y'all, but here in Memphis it's been hot, like hot, blazing. So how y'all doing? Hope y'all are all doing well. We're doing great over here. We over here trying to make shmoney moves. You know what I'm saying? We got some things in the works for the fourth quarter. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing the fruit come out of the seeds that we're planting right now. And we already been planting the seeds, and now I'm looking forward to the fruit coming out in this fourth quarter. So that's what's going on with me. We sitting here strategizing and making moves. But just to go ahead and get into the topic. As y'all know, a lot of my topics come from conversations that I have with clients, because it kind of gives me like a pulse of where people are at. And more than likely, if I hear it more than once across more than one client, or two clients, or three clients, or four clients, like if I'm hearing it multiple places and different sources that don't talk to each other, then that kind of tells me that I might need to just focus on that area. And so this week we're going to talk about something that is glorified, but I want to have a realistic perspective about the leap of faith, right? And so, as you guys know, I'm a career coach, so I help you, with career exploration and career acceleration. And so with the acceleration piece, that also includes, going into full-time business or stepping away from your job and pursuing like your dream, your passion, and doing that, right? And a lot of that has been glorified to the leap of faith, right? They say take a leap of faith and, just follow your passion, just figure it out on the way down. And I don't know about y'all, but my coaching perspective is like, nah. I'm all for taking the leap, but what I'm not a fan of is figuring it out, like jumping out of the airplane and figuring out how to open the parachute on the way down. That's never been my coaching perspective, right? I am a firm believer that you should jump. Like when you reach a certain point, it is time to jump, and it's time to step and go full time and go all in. And yes, to jump, but we're going to do it strategically in a way that we don't splat on the ground. Right. And so a couple of my clients were struggling with this because it's like they feel the pull. They feel the urge to the and this is funny because with millennials, I saw a post one time that said, this generation has got the I'll quit my job spirit very heavy, right? We just always got that urge, just, man, forget this job, forget this job. I'll go find another job, right? And in this case, these people got stuff going. These clients that I'm referring to, they have stuff going. And they got, not only do they have that quit your job spirit, but they got this, let me do this full time. but at the same time, I got bills, right? And that's the main thing the main reason why I am not forget this job, I quit this today, take the leap of faith today, all this good stuff today. And I'm like, yeah, but what about tomorrow? Because I don't know about you, but for me, that's not going to work for me and my wife. My wife going to be looking at me crazy, and she going to be telling me to go find another job to figure it out. Like, if you don't have like a clear exit strategy, you ain't got the bank account where you say you want it to be. You ain't got, referrals coming in left and right. You ain't got it to a place to where you want it to be at. Then, Negro, that decision doesn't just affect you. That affects me. That affects us together. That affects our future that we're planning for. That affects, your family. That affects a lot of people. So you can't just let me talk to me. I can't just up and just, walk away without a plan, without a clear system, whatever that looks like for you in place for me to just say, I'm finna jump and take the leap of faith, right? So we're talking about this, but before we even get there, so for you who are listening to this, and maybe you got that, I'm ready to do whatever I'm doing full time, or I'm ready to pursue my passion full time. I'm ready to do that. I'm always of the mindset that you should start out, building it up. But before we can even get there, I need you to first believe. I need you to first believe. I need you first to believe that you can do this full time. Because if you can't even see yourself being successful at what it is that you're doing, like everything, you're paying attention to all the naysayers, you're paying attention to all the negativity around you, you're paying attention to, all these other statistics out there, that say otherwise. If you don't see yourself and believe in yourself as far as being successful in this field of work, in this passion, then that's a non-starter. We can't even start. If you don't believe it, then you've already lost. And the thing is, the Bible says. Hold on, let me get my bishop. The Bible says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So therefore, to have faith, it probably needs to be something that you cannot tangibly prove yet, right? So you being successful doing this full time, maybe you switching careers, whatever it is that you're trying to do, that you're trying to pursue full time, like chances are you haven't done it yet, right? And that's why, and because you haven't done it yet, that's where fear is entering your brain right now, and doubt is entering your brain right now. But what you have to do is to build up your faith and start to believe not only in yourself, but believe in, your God, if you're a Christian. So believing in God that he's going to have your back, believing that, your support system, your community, your wife, your husband, your team, your whoever it is that you're supporting you is going to be able to support you, not necessarily financially, but support you morally, and be able to encourage you along the way. And the thing is, for those of y'all who are maybe have little faith, small, not small as a mustard seed, but smaller than a mustard seed. Like what you have to realize is that you got to continuously build up your faith through changing your environment, through really sitting back and listening to, different confidence boosters. So maybe you're listening to motivational speakers, maybe you're listening to sermons, maybe you're listening to podcasts, maybe you are listening to yourself say positive affirmations that really push you to believe in yourself. Excuse me, y'all. It's the 9th hour I'm recording this. But yeah, you have to do things to build your faith before we even come to the table and even talk about doing this full time, right? So all of you, for those of y'all who are really got that scared, I want you to start there. I want you to start to think about, you know what? Do I believe that I can do this? Like, yes or no? If the honest answer is no, okay, let's start to build that up until it's a yes. Maybe we need to surround ourselves with people that do believe in us. Maybe we need to listening to encouraging podcasts. Maybe we need to start those mirror positive affirmations. Maybe we got to do what we got to do to build that up, because like I said, if you ain't even got the faith to believe that you can do this, not even that you can do this, but that you will do this, it's going to be a non-starter. What if I could show you exactly what's holding you back from reaching your greatest potential? What if I could help you see the most effective areas in your life that you should be spending the most time in instead of wasting it in all these other areas? What if I could help make your most intimate relationships even better? Would that interest you? Well then, my friend, I would like to welcome you into the jungle. The W2J program is designed to help you grow not just professionally, but personally as well. You're not only going to get a customized 22-page report that's going to show you what animal you are, your secret superpower, your weaknesses, your ideal environment to be most effective communication style. It's going to show you it all, but I'm going to spend an hour with you so that you can implement it into your life immediately. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below this video, go to the website, and schedule your assessment and your appointment today. And now, back to the show. Right? All right. So after we jump over that hurdle, because most people that come to me for this type of coaching have that first step, right? They usually have the faith down. They usually believe in themselves to do it. They just don't exactly know, how to exit gracefully. Like I said, most people don't want to just jump out the airplane and figure out the parachute on the way down. Most people want to know that certain things are going to work. And here's the reality. Chances are you aren't going to have the whole thing figured out. You are not going to have the whole thing figured out. But what you need to figure out is the next step. That's all you need to figure out. Just figure out the next step for you and your passion, for you and your business, for you and your career, for you and whatever it is. Just figure out what it is, the next step I need to be working on to get to where I'm trying to get to, right? And so for some of y'all, that might be filing your LLC. For those of you trying to go business. For those of y'all that might be opening a business bank account and saving, X amount of dollars for your business fund, right? To pay your employees, to pay yourself, to pay your bills, all that good stuff, right? So just think about that. What is the next step before I start to jump out this airplane, right? So what's the next? Once I jump, I'm going to be free. I need to figure out the cord, right? Okay, I found the cord. When do I pull the cord? When I reach a certain feet. Okay, when I reach a certain feet, I'm going to pull it. And then what I need to do, I need to hold it. And I need to make sure I keep my legs straight so that when I land, I don't necessarily just mess up anything. Do I need to avoid tree? You know what I'm saying? Like, start thinking about what is the next step that I need to be looking forward to, right? And so that for some of y'all, before we even get to that, some of y'all need to think about, okay, what is it that I need? What is it that I need? What is it that my passion needs? What is it that my business needs? What is it that I need to do for my career? Let me give y'all an example of this in real time. So when I was exploring, becoming a mental health therapist right after college, mind you, when I graduated, I had the mindset, I would say, you know what? I'm going to take a year off. I'm going to take at least a year off because I'm tired of school. School really burnt me out. And I was just like, I just can't do this right now. So I'm going to just take a break, right? Fast forward, I talked to somebody who said that's probably the worst thing that you can do because 1, you might never go back. 2, you might meet somebody, which I did. I ended up reconnecting with Sparkle and dating her. And fast forward, 5 years later, here we are married. But you might end up meeting somebody, and that's going to make it even harder for you to want to get back into school and really niche in that time. And so you need to go ahead and get back in school, like as soon as possible. Take this semester off, but like probably spring, you need to go ahead and see if you can get in somebody's program, right? So what did I need to do to get into somebody's program? Let me break it down for y'all. I needed the GRE. I needed 3 letters of recommendation. I needed my transcript to be sent off, and I need to fill out I need to apply. I need to apply to the application. Well, no, let me back up. I need to apply to the grad school and then apply to the department, right? I didn't necessarily try to do all those things at once, right? So once I realized like these are the things that I need to do, my first step was start studying for the GRE. Because at this point, the applications were due for the spring. So this is the summer of 2015. Starting the program in the spring of 2016, I needed to submit everything that I just listed, submit it by the end of September, right? And at this point, this is June. So I'm immediately saying, you know what? Let me go ahead and study for the GRE. But while I'm studying, let me email this professor. All right. Next. Okay, I sent that off. Okay, let me email this advisor. Okay, let me email this frat brother. All right, now let me wait because I need to see if I need to reach out to other people. 3 for 3, all of them said, yeah, I'm more than happy to write you a recommendation letter. Cool. Keep studying for the GRE because I need to take the GRE. So I have, in my mind, I said, if I do bad, I want enough time to take it again. So I'm going to take it at the beginning of August. And if I do bad, I'm going to take it again in September. Right? So I'm studying from June, July, a couple weeks in August. Right? So I'm studying. At the same time, while I'm studying, I'm like, okay, what's next? I need to fill out the application. I need to apply because I want to make sure I get in-state tuition. Not my Arkansas address. I need my parents' address in Mississippi because DeSoto County is a neighboring county of Shelby County, and they give in-state tuition because we're a neighboring county. Make sure I submit all that. I need to, transcript from UCA, make sure that's transferred over. Again, the next step. Let me just think about that. I'm not thinking about how I'm going to pay for this yet. I'm not thinking about where I'm going to live. I'm not thinking about how much book costs. I'm not thinking about, how I might need to cut back at work so that I can go full time in school and get it done fast instead of doing this the long route. I'm not thinking of none of that. I'm just thinking about what is the next step for me to make this happen. And that's what some of y'all just need to do. You just need to start thinking about what did I need to do to make this happen? And what's the first step that I can do to make those needs happen? That's really as simple as you need to do. You just really need to start there. What do I need? So money. I need to have this amount of money to cover my bills, car note, mortgage, rent, insurance, dog food, whatever it is that are your essentials. I need to make this minimum amount, period. If I want to have it for 3 months, if I want to have it for 6 months, if I want to have it for a year, let's build up the account so that we can get that in place, right? But next, like I said, after we figure out what the next step is, let's figure out a plan to make that happen. So I told y'all my plan was to take the GRE so that I could have it in place, by August. Luckily, I smashed it out the park the first time. But in order to do that, I had to, when I came home, I had to study from work. When I was at work, I was studying for the GRE. When I didn't go out to hang out with my friends, with my partners, I was studying for that GRE. I said, okay, I'm going to take a practice test right now. I'm going to take a practice test in 3 weeks. I'm going to take another one like the week before, and then I'm going to take the GRE. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, put a plan in place to make those needs happen. Because chances are, if you're listening to this, you already know what needs to be done. Like, you probably already know. like step 1 through 10 to make it happen, really. But you're just getting caught up. You're getting caught up in life. You're getting caught up with distractions. You're getting caught up with all these shiny objects, with all these people talking in your ear, just getting distracted. And because of that, you haven't made a plan in place to make step 1 happen, let alone step 10. Start thinking of what kind of moves do I need to make this first step happen? Do I need to put some money back? Do I need to, split my paycheck? Do I need to cut back on eating out? Do I need to not go to Vegas with my friends for the y'all don't want to hear that. Do I need to cut back financially? Do I need to cut my time? Do I need to, not spend 20 hours a weekend watching Netflix? Do I need to spend maybe 8 of that studying? Do I need to spend some of that time getting a business plan? Do I need to spend this time strategizing with some buddies of mine who can really help me maximize this? Do I need to cut back on the 2K? Do I need to cut back on the video games? What plan do I need to put in place to make these steps happen? Y'all feel me? And so it's really as simple as that. I can't make it no simpler than that, except that I have to implore you guys to also be patient. Be patient and keep working the plan, because it's gonna get tired. Because as I tell the students that I teach, as far as career coaching and stuff like that, I tell you, like, when you decide to make a change in your life is gonna look at you and say, "Do you really want this? You sure you want this?" So boom, here comes distraction number 1. Boom, here comes fatigue, physical fatigue. Boom, here comes mental fatigue. Boom, here comes temptation. And I'm not necessarily talking about the opposite sex. I'm talking about going out with your friends. I'm talking about cheating on your diet. I'm talking about compromising. But you got to be patient and you got to be resilient. So what I would encourage you to do is probably make a vision board. Make something that's gonna sit there that you can look at each day, that's gonna sit there and motivate you and rebuild your faith and say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna start with this first step. And when I complete this first step, oh snap, I just finished it. Let me go ahead and go on to the next step. Let me go on to that. Okay, cool, boom. All right, cool. Let me go on to the next step. And then before you know it, you look back and you 4 steps farther than when you started. And now you're getting encouraged. Now you're building momentum. But here's the thing. Life is going to try to distract you from that. Life, people, circumstances, job, maybe even your own self-doubt is going to try to keep you from really making those changes that you're really trying to make. To keep you from taking that leap. Because it's not just a ready, set, go. No, it's a ready, get set, okay, take aim. All right, cool. And then we jump. Me personally, that's what I encourage all my clients to have, that approach. Like, let's take our time with this. Let's take our time with making sure the transition is smooth. Because what we don't want is instability. Nobody likes instability. And if, obviously we can't control the pandemic. We can't control the Delta variant. But if we can have planned transition, a planned cushion to give us momentum to then take off, that's when I'm really an advocate for taking the leap. So for those of you who are listening to this, who are contemplating, should I take the leap? Should I, quit my job? Should I start, grad school? Should I start doing this? Should I do take yes, the answer to yourself is yes, you should, but we're going to do it wisely. We're not going to jump and figure out the parachute on the way down, but we are going to start with one step at a time. Then we're going to jump. Patiently and resiliently. All right. I believe in you. I believe in each and every single one of you who listening to this, who's tuning in and really trying to pursue your version of the good life by taking that leap of faith. I believe in you. If you ain't hearing for nobody else, I'm telling you right now, I believe in you. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know how we doing this. We making this every single Thursday. So do me a huge favor. If you're listening to this on iTunes, subscribe to the podcast and give us that 5-star review. It helps us move up and get discovered more on Apple. And follow us on the other platform, your Spotify, your Stitcher, whatever platform you're using to listen to this on. Go ahead and subscribe for me. If you're watching this on YouTube, y'all know what it is. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single post. All right. Quick announcement. Next month is September, but that is also self-improvement month. Yes, sir. So be on the lookout for my link. I think I'm gonna do LinkedIn Live. I hadn't done a LinkedIn Live yet, so I'm gonna do a LinkedIn Live, really talking about different ways that we can self-improve ourselves. Right. So that's what we're gonna be focused on for the month of September. Hope y'all enjoy that series. But all right, y'all know how we're doing this. We do this every single Thursday to help you create your version of the good life. But until then, we'll see you next week.